Okay. So this is the continuation of the candle patterns I told you about. Last time around we used mobile phone and it wasn't easy at all. So that's why I'm using PC. Okay, let's go straight to the point. This is NT4. So what we have here now is a clean chart. I told you how to change the color of your candlestick. Like I said, you can choose any color. So for me, for now, for the purpose of what we are doing now, I picked the blue candles to represent buyers, which is also referred to as bullish candle. Then the red as the sellers, which is also referred to as bearish candle. Okay, that is it. So we are going to check those candles. From what we have here now, we have, before we talked about candle formation, we need to understand the structure of the market, because not by the time you see the because of you see a blue candle you buy, then you see a red candle you sell. No, they must align. Now, before I talk about the structure of the market, look at this candlestick now, what it means. This is a very huge candle. This is a very huge blue candle, which is buying candle. This means that the buyers are in control now. And since the buyers are in control, the market is expected to move up. So the probability of the market going up now is very, very high. Because this is a game of probability, but if you know what you're doing and practice, take your time and do the practice very, very well. I'm telling you the truth. You will excel. Yes. Now, if you check the other previous candles from here, this candle opened here, moved up, moved down, and they closed almost at the same place. So this is a kind of an indecision. They call it doji, but just know that this is a no-go area. No action. You can't do anything because of this candle now. Because that it closed red, you say, let me say no. Because it is telling you that both the buyers and the sellers, that nobody is in control of the market. They are pushing each other. Push me, I push you. Okay, after that, we now have this one. This one, this particular candle now is called, some call it a pin bar. Yes. But if you check, the the candle is not huge. You understand me? It's just a tiny candle. But it's closed as bullish candle. Okay. Now I want to draw something. Look at this now. Okay, let me use my horizontal line. Good. So before we think about if we should buy, at this, and even this enclosed above here, we might consider. Okay, after that, the next candle that formed was selling candle. Yet there's no strength at all. Look at it. Then it followed suit. Let us bring down our Okay, let's bring it here. Look at this one, the same thing. Okay, let's bring this our horizontal line here. Then we now have another indecision candle until we see a giant candle that engulfs or dwarfs that engulfed or dwarfed the other candles. One, two, three, four, five, six. So here now, this is very, very confirmation, very clear. This is a confirmation that the power has changed. You understand? Now, by this giant candle now, we cannot enter our trade. Then after that, you have an indecision here. But remember, there's a very huge candle already here. So this one is insignificant. Then we have another one here. Have you seen it? Then the next one, giant one, very the biggest. We have this one. We now have a selling candle again. But if you check this selling candle, it wanted to engulf this one, engulf the blue candle, the previous one. It went down, but the buyers push it up. So it's a weak sell candle. We have another one here. We have here. This is an indication that the market is losing steam. And until we have another one here. This one also moved up, but sellers also push it down. It closed as bullish candle, but the bullish candle is not strong. Then until now, we now see another giant candle that dwarfed or engulfed this previous blue one. And what happened is continue going down. So that is it. We have other ones like hammer. Like, okay, let me look for a hammer, the one they call hammer. Okay, let's forget about their names, like I said. Just know fully well that when a candle formed, it is either bullish or bearish what candle. And the exact location or place where this candle is formed matters a lot. That location will determine whether we are going to sell or buy. For example, now look at this. This market was coming down here. Now, until it gets to, okay, let me zoom out a little so that I can, good. Look at here now. This market was coming down from here. Okay, let's start from here. Let's start from here. This is our low now. This is the lowest point before this market continue moving up. So it moved up to this extent, then tried to move down. When it moved down, it stopped here. Then from here again, it formed another swing, upward swing. It moved up until it gets to this area and it tried to move down again. So if we check this market now, from here, it moved up to this place. This is our lowest point. It moved to this point, which is high. It tried to come down here. But this low now is lower. It's higher than the previous low. So we now have a lower high, which is a sign of an uptrend. As we have this lower high now, we are now checking this is our highest point before. So the market moved and blasted it and continue moving on. It got here and tried to come back again. At this point in time, now this high now is higher than this one, which we call higher high. Higher high. This is higher high. Then lower high. From here now, it moved. Look at it now formed another low. This time around, this low now is higher than the previous low. This low is higher than the previous low. Let me remove this high here. Yes. This is our low. This is our first low here. This is our first low. It moved up. Got here. Try to come down. This low now is higher than this low. It moved up again. It moved up. At the end of the day, it rubbished this low and blasted it and moved up. Look at it. We now have a higher high again. It tried to come down. The low now, look at this low this time around. This low now is higher than this low. So lower high. We can use an indicator called zigzag. Good. Look at it now. Exactly where I drew them. Look at here. It moved. Look at the first swing. This is the low. It moved again. Another swing. It tried to retrace. This low now is higher than this low. It moved up again. Can you see it? Good. Until when it gets to this point, now, instead of continue moving up, the market couldn't exceed the highest point here. So it moved down here. It tried to move up, no way. Instead, it now retested the other previous high. Can you see it here? Try to move up, no way. If you watch now, this is high, low, high. Here now, this high now is lower than the previous high. So we now have higher low. So when a market is doing higher low, it is a downtrend, an attribute of a bearish market. So it moved again here. Try to move up. It stopped here. Have you seen it? So this time around, it is moving up, but the up now is small. It is the opposite of what we had before. Then it went down again. This time around now, this low now is lower than this one. So it is doing lower low. Can you see? This is doing lower low and the lower high. Now, this is the lowest here. It tried to move here. It crossed it a little, but it couldn't close convincingly. It went down again. So now here, both the buyers and sellers now are what? Equal. In this situation now, how to trade this one is you wait until it gets here, you sell. If it comes here, you buy. Now it moved from here now, it tried to move up again. It couldn't get here. It tried to move down. This time around, the low now is higher than the previous low. And the market continues. This is what you'll be seeing. This will be repeating. So the candles we are going to be, before I'm going to teach this market structure very, very well, but I'm just doing this for you to understand the candlestick, the position of the candlestick that matter, that candlestick that matter. Not just if you see candlestick in between, you enter. The position matters a lot. Like here now, look at here. This market couldn't exceed here. And when it came back here, we now have another bullish candle. Though it moved up and tried to, the sellers pushed it down. But if you compare it with the previous red one, you find out that this one engulfed it. So here now, this candle matters a lot. We can enter here. Another area now, it tried to, as soon as it touched here, this is a kind of a barrier which we call resistance. When it gets here, because of this one that formed, since it couldn't surpass here, we, we could still enter and still make some money. Now, he said he couldn't get here, he stopped here, moved up, went down, buyers push it up again. Then when we see this bullish candle, if you watch out now, it is a retest. Because of this one, we cannot enter here. And what happened? It moved up. Now, as it continue moving, when we now see the first, this is the first red candle. From here, all we will be seeing is blue, 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 buying, 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 buying pressure. Then until this one formed, we can't just enter immediately because we okay. The actual place we are supposed to, if it gets here, or we can check here, it has crossed it. Okay, so there are two ways because of this formation here. People that are aggressive will enter this market here. But if you want to be conservative and look for more confirmation, you enter on the retest. What do I mean by the retest? So here now it moved down and tried to move up again. After moving up now, we now have a giant candle which we call bearish engulfing. It engulfed these ones. So if you enter here, our stop loss will be few pips above here. And after some merry go round, it's now continued going down. So that is it. That's all about candlestick. So know when you when you are candle when you are supposed to when a candle is bullish and a bearish, and the particular point you are supposed to use it for entry. The next one we go into market structure full. After market structure, we talked about resistance and support. Then trend lines. We talk about risk management and the risk reward ratios and our entry, how to enter our market, then stop loss, take profit, and how to manage our market, how to manage our trades. So, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. God bless you. Have a nice day. Thank you.